Department of Defense civilian volunteer, but I'm still DOD, so they won't let me out of the building until I pin something up. And we have with this, it's a lapel pin, the U.S. flag on one side and the ESGR flag on the other, and the word Patriot underneath, because that's what you are. With your permission, just gonna put it here. We're not gonna do anything like the SEALs do, like pound it in. Yeah, right. We're not gonna draw any blood here. I have one more piece of business. But first of all, one more round of applause for Mr. Dreyfus. One more piece of business, and then I'll get out of your hair. I was in the Navy Reserve like Kyle, and my last couple of years in, I taught a leadership course to Navy Reserve officers and senior enlisted. And we were talking about this before we came in here. One of the concepts in that course was the notion of command climate. That's what we call it in the military. Organizational climate is what we call it in the civilian world. Organizational climate is set at the top. It's what top management does to create an environment that empowers Brad Kuipers to do the kinds of things that he's done in support of Kyle's case, and to empower the company, to encourage the company to do something significantly beyond what the federal law requires, which is the pay differential between, he makes less in the Navy than he does here, and you all are going to make up the difference. So to recognize that the company has a hand to play in this, we have another document that I'm simply going to leave here, and perhaps we can set another time to do a ceremony for it. And that is a statement of support for the Guard and Reserve. And this is a set of principles that really come from the federal law. It also says that we encourage the hiring of veterans in this workplace. I'm just going to leave this because this should be signed by the appropriate official at BICE and ideally placed prominently somewhere on the premises. So I'll leave that in your capable hands, sir.
Thank you.
And would you like to say anything at this point?
No, I just want to thank the leadership at BICE for allowing this to be possible.
To the Secretary of Defense, this is no kidding, folks. This is a really big deal. The active components, personnel strength keeps going down. It's much less than it was even 10 years ago, much less 30 years ago. And what that means is that the nation's business is going to be done more and more regularly by guys like Kyle, members of the National Guard and Reserve components. When they're gone, somebody's got to do the work, and it's all of you together that make that happen. One of ESGR's founding principles is we all serve. That's not just the Guardsmen and Reservists, it's not just his family, but it's you all. It's everybody in this room, really everybody at BICE that pulls together to take care of business when your employee is defending the country. So we thank you for that. The Secretary of Defense thanks you for that. With that, I'll take you to the deck of the USS Missouri on September 2nd, 1945 in Tokyo Bay. The Japanese delegation has just arrived. The instrument of surrender ending World War II has just been signed. General Douglas MacArthur, the Supreme Commander, steps to the microphone, and what does he say? These proceedings are closed. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well,